Hey there, beautiful souls. If you're new, welcome to Threads of Fate. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you all here. Whether you're here for guidance, clarity, or a sign from the universe, I always believe that you've been led here for a reason. I'll be using my intuition and the tarot over here to bring you the messages you need to hear right now. As always, especially since this is a group reading, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Remember that your intuition is always your greatest guide. So trust what speaks to you the most. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a reading. And of course, if you feel called, leave a comment below. I love hearing about your thoughts and experiences. Now take a deep breath. Relax your mind and focus on your question today. In front of you, we have 3 piles. This over here is pile 1. This is pile 2. And this is pile 3. Trust your intuition. Whichever pile calls to you the most holds the message meant for you today. And we will now be starting with pile 1. Hello everyone, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen pile 1, this is your message about who is secretly thinking about you and why. Remember, tarot is a reflection of energy, so always take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and let's dive right in. Okay, let's see. You guys have the Queen of Swords, Strength, King of Wands, the Hermit, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, pile 1, this is someone you had a conversation with and it kind of just stayed with them for a long time, maybe like way longer than you even realize. It could have been an argument or like an unresolved discussion or even just like a moment of vulnerability. This person think about you in quiet moments. Like, when they're alone at night over here. Maybe sipping coffee in the morning or even in between emails at work. They don't talk about it, but you cross their mind at the strangest times with the Hermit over here. So who is this person? With the Queen of Swords and Strength over here, with these 2 cards over here, this is someone who had to learn to survive on their own. They were not given the luxury of being soft. This is someone that life hardened them, maybe through loss, betrayal, or just weighing the weight of expectations. They were the person people relied on, the problem solver, the one who never let emotions cloud their judgment. Maybe they could be in like a work where there's like a lot of responsibilities, like for example, like they might be like a teacher, they might be in the military, they have like the responsibility, like a big responsibility that's like on their shoulders, kind of like the well-being of so many people. Or in their family they might have been the eldest child, or just like they might have been someone who had to like be the adult in their family, like take care of the kids and like all this stuff. Maybe I'm sensing for some of you that this is an ex who just never fully opened up. For others, maybe like a boss or mentor, even someone who acted like they had it all together around you, basically. But the truth is, this person never forgot about you. And they sure as hell haven't moved on from the way you made them feel. Why are they thinking about you? It's, with the Hermit and the King of Wands over here. They're not just thinking about you. They're comparing your current life to what it could have been if things have gone differently with you. The King of Wands over here shows me that they once had ambitions and big dreams. Like maybe even involving you. They had a vision of what they wanted, but somehow life took them in another, direction. Maybe they chose their career over love. Maybe they walked away thinking it was the right decision, only to realize later that they lost something valuable. The Hermit over here tells me this person is alone with their thoughts a lot more than they let on. This is the person who becomes very emo, in the middle of the night, very emotional, in the middle of the night. Especially when 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., 12 a.m. hits, They replay old conversations. They wonder if they misjudged you in a way, For some of you, this was a situation where they thought they were too good for you at that time, but now they realize you were actually the person who had it right all along. What are they gonna do about it? I feel like with the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles over here. Here's the thing. They are used to control. They don't like showing weakness. But at the same time, something inside of them is shifting. They want to reach out, but their pride is making them hesitate. They want to let go whatever held them back, but they don't know if it's too late. They see you as a stable, successful, and grounded person, and it makes them wonder if they even belong in your world anymore. For some of you, this is an ex who's been watching you from afar, wondering if you've moved on. They might have been controlling, guarded, or even emotionally unavailable when you knew them. Now, they wonder if they should reach out, but they're afraid you'll reject them like they once rejected you. For others, this could be a friend, a former mentor, or someone who gave you advice that they now realize was wrong. Maybe they told you to be realistic, play it safe, only to watch you break free and prove them wrong. But now they're secretly admiring you from a distance, wondering if they should say something before too much time passes. But yeah, I think the main theme over here is just, this is someone who underestimated you, and now in their quiet moments of life, they're realizing they might have lost the best thing they never fully appreciated. But the question in their head is, would you even want to hear from them now? Let's take a look at these cards over here. We have Mastery, and we have Romance. For some of you, this connection was meant to teach you something powerful, whether it was about self-worth, boundaries, or resilience. You've outgrown something that was held you back, and now this person senses it. They feel the shift in your energy, even if they haven't seen you they haven't seen you in years. For others, this means you were their lesson, not their reward. They were meant to learn from losing you, and now they realize you were the one who mastered what they never could, self-awareness, strength, and just true emotional depth. With the Romance card over here, for some of you, this is an ex or something of that nature. If this is someone from your romantic past, your angels are reminding you that the romance you deserve is one where you feel chosen, prioritized, and emotionally secure. It doesn't matter if you've already moved on from this person or not, your angels are preparing you for a new or renewed, healthier love, depending on what you want. Just make sure that if they reach out, pay attention to whether their energy matches your level of self-worth and confidence. Alright, I think that's it today for pile 1. Do you think you know who this person is? Would you want them to reach out, or is it too late? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you another time. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome to reading. If you've chosen pile 2, this is your message about who is secretly thinking about you and why. Always remember, tarot is a reflection of energy, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and let's dive right in. You guys got the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Ooh, this is heavy energy over here. Pile 2, this is not just someone who thinks about you. They're obsessing over you in like a very unhealthy way. Unlike pile 1, where the energy was more reflection and nostalgia, this person is struggling with control, regret, and extreme jealousy even. They see you moving forward, and yet they can't shake the feeling that they should still have a claim on you. With the Devil over here and the Seven of Pentacles together, this is someone who had a toxic hold on you in the past, whether through a relationship, friendship, or even a professional connection. The Devil card suggests that they were controlling, manipulative, or just created a very unhealthy dynamic with you. They may have been someone who struggled with power and control, like, they always needed the upper hand. Or they had unhealthy habits, whether that was like emotional manipulation, mind games, or even external issues like addiction or self-sabotage. This is someone who was never satisfied with what they had. They constantly need validation, and you, unfortunately, were one of their biggest sources for it. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is someone who thought they could take their time with you. They assumed you would always be around, that, they had more time to fix things or make a move. But now, they're realizing that they might have lost you for good. Why are they thinking about you with the Five of Pentacles over here? This person is feeling the coldest, hardest kind of loss. The Five of Pentacles shows that they feel abandoned, left out in the cold, and even a little bit they're even like a little bit bitter about it. I feel like this could mean you walked away from them, either from realizing that they were toxic or because you couldn't keep waiting for them to, you can't just keep waiting for them to change. Like, they were the ones who left in, like, you left this because you were forced, but like they kind of left, through their actions. You know what I mean? Like, by being this toxic and all of this stuff. Like, they were the ones who left in that area, but like they now regret it. They thinking they had better options, or assuming like, you never leave. They thought they had control, but now they see you thriving without them. With the Two of Swords in reverse, it tells me that they now see things clearly, but it's too late. They spent a long time in denial, refusing to admit they messed up or needed to make a choice. Now they're realizing they chose wrong, or worse, they made no choice at all and let you slip away. They are now obsessing over you with this Devil card. Because they don't have, it's because they don't have any access to you anymore. Like, what do they want to do about it? With the Knight of Pentacles over here and the Page of Swords in reverse, this is where it gets interesting. Like, the Knight of Pentacles tells me they are still thinking about making a slow return to your life, but not in like a grand way. More like a quiet reappearance, like testing the water, just like trying to act casual when deep down they're dying for another chance. But the Page of Swords in reverse shows their stalker energy. They're watching you. lurking, maybe even checking your old social media or asking about you through mutual friends. They might be misinterpreting your success, thinking you're just trying to make them jealous. They are very hesitant to reach out because they don't know if you still see them as important or if you've completely moved on. This person is haunted by your absence, but I think the real question is, do they regret losing you, or do they just hate losing control over you? If this was a romantic connection, they still feel bound to you, even if you've broken free. They might try to reappear slowly, but be careful. Ask yourself if they've really changed, or are they just trying to pull you back into the world? If this was a friend or work situation, they might have access, they miss having access to your energy, your ideas, or your loyalty. But yeah, they might come back under the pretense of just checking in, but really they're trying to gauge whether you still care. For some, I am seeing that this could even be a toxic family member. They feel entitled to you even though you distanced yourself. They may act like a victim, blaming you for abandoning them, rather than admitting their own mistakes. They could try to reconnect through, guilt, nostalgia, or by even using other family members as messengers. Let's see, what do these cards say? Denial. The situation will improve. The situation improve. At first glance, this might sound like a hopeful message about reconciliation. But in the context of this reading, I think it's more about your personal growth and healing. This situation is improving not because this person has changed, but because you have. You are no longer stuck in the devil's grip, whether that's an ex, a toxic friend, or controlling family member. For some of you, this means you've already done the hardest part, breaking free from their influence. Your emotional state is improving because you're seeing things more clearly with the Two of Swords reversed. You might get closure without needing them to validate your feelings. If they do come back, the question isn't, has the situation improved? It's, do I even want this in my life anymore? With the angel message denial over here, this message connects directly to your person's energy. They have been in denial about their actions, whether it's an ex who thought they could replace you, a friend who took you for granted, or a family member who refused to admit their toxicity. Now they're starting to see the truth, but only because they're feeling your absence with the Five of Pentacles over here. They may try to convince themselves that things aren't as bad as they seem, or that you will eventually come back. For you, this message is a warning not to fall into denial yourself. If they return, don't let their words blind you to their, past actions. Look at what they've actually done, not just what they say now. Honestly, I just think the situation is improving because you are stepping into your power. But yeah, this person, they're still stuck in denial, loss, and obsession. I think the real question is this person ready to meet you at your level? Or are they still playing the same old game? Your angels are saying you already know the truth. Don't let anyone else's denial cloud your clarity over here. Do you think you know who this is? Would you ever let them come back? Or is this chapter closed? Let me know in the comments below. And I think this is it for pile 2. Bye. Welcome to your reading, pile 3. Someone out there is thinking about you more than you realize, I feel like. But let's see. Let's see the cards first before I make any conclusions. But that's the vibe I'm feeling right now. I don't know why. This pile gives me feelings that it's so intense, but it's so intense to a point where it's drowning me, but at the same time, it feels so positive for some reason. Which it usually is not the case when you feel it this deeply, this strong. You got the Wheel, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Wands. This is the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Page of Wands, and finally the Ten of Wands in reverse. Oh, that makes sense. This makes sense. Like it said, someone out there is thinking about you way more than you realize. And I think this one, the craziest part about this pile is this fact that the other piles, it's kind of like there's no, like, you know, big sign that, like, you know, oh my god, like it's gonna continue 100%. But over here, I feel like this was a story that's not over yet. At some point in your past, you crossed paths with someone who was meant to be in your life. Maybe it was a chance encounter that felt like a destiny, or maybe it was a connection that had all the potential in the world but never bloomed. This person remembers you as a turning point over here with the Wheel of Fortune. If this was a love interest, you shifted their perspective on relationships, but they never knew how to act on it. If this was a friend, you were the one who understood them in a way no one else did. If this was a past connection that drifted away, they assumed you forget. They assumed they forget about you. But guess what? They did not. And now they're looking back everything from like a completely different angle over here with the Hanged Man and the Wheel. The more time passes, the more they realize that this was never just a coincidence. With the Nine of Wands over here, with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords in reverse over here, imagine them lying awake at night, scrolling through old memories, maybe old messages, maybe just replaying moments in their head. At one point, they told themselves to move on, but every time they think they've let go, something pulls them back. The Nine of Wands over here shows that they feel like this story isn't over. Maybe they tried to bury their feelings, maybe they even tried dating someone else, but it's not the same. The Nine of Swords in reverse tells me that they're finally acknowledging that what they've avoided for so long, they should have said something, they should have done something. And now they can't help but wonder, did I wait too long? Would they even care, you know, if I come back? This is someone who thought that, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune here, like, time is gonna make them forget. But instead, it only made them see things more clearly. With the Page of Wands over here and the Ten of Wands in reverse, I think there's a moment coming. Maybe they're sitting in a coffee shop. Maybe they're driving alone with a song playing in the background and hits them. It's gonna give them a message, like they're gonna feel this strong need that says, oh, I have to reach out. The Page of Wands tells me they're about to break the silence. They might start small, a casual message, a like on social media, a comment on something that reminds them of you. Or they might just go for it, you know, reaching out in a way that surprises you, testing to see if there's still space for them in your world. And the Ten of Wands reverse, the burden they've been carrying, that the what ifs, the unspoken words, the questions they never asked, they're ready to drop this. They don't want to wonder anymore. They want to know. But at the end of the day, of course, the choice is yours. This isn't just about them thinking about you. This is also about whether you feel the same way. If this is a love connection, they're hoping that the feelings are still there. They might try to be subtle, but deep down they want to know if they still have a chance. If this is a friend or someone from the past, they're hoping to reconnect. But is this just nostalgia, or do you both still have space for each other in your new lives? I think the big question for this pile, for you guys to think about is the story meant to have another chapter, or is it better to be left in the past? Because for this pile, I'm 100% seeing that, there can be a new, the new chapter is gonna come, come to your doorstep. If you want it, it's just a matter of whether or not you accept it or not. Because, they're not gonna stay silent for much longer. Let's look at these cards. We have the Messages of Love Oracle cards, self-care, and this one, Abundance. Oh, shit. Fuck. This person might be thinking about you right now, but the focus is on you. Your angels are reminding you to prioritize your happiness, your peace, and your own journey. Take time for yourself, whether that meant treating yourself, resting, or simply doing things that bring you joy. You're glowing and people are noticing, including this person. So when they do reach out, make sure it aligns with your well-being, not just their timing. With the Abundance card over here, good things are flowing towards you. Love, success, new opportunities. You're stepping into a phase of growth and joy. This person may be drawn back to you because they can feel your energy shifting in a beautiful way. But the real message here is you don't need to chase or force anything. The right people, the right opportunities, the right love will naturally come to you. Just stay open, stay confident, and trust that the best is yet to come. I'm so happy for you, Pile 3, honestly. You are attracting abundance, happiness, and just meaningful connections. If this person is meant to be part of that, you'll know for sure. For now, keep shining and enjoy the blessings coming your way. That's it for Pile 3 today. Let me know in the comments if this reading resonated. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tarot readings. Bye-bye.